And this is batch between number 4 and number 3 projection box.
Oh, this is my favourite one. This is the only one I've bought. Well, I haven't laced it up for myself, but I've actually got a projectionist to lace up. Gone into, come the next day, turned on all the equipment and done it right and shown a film myself. And
well done. Hey, good for you.
I could probably lace it up. It's like, I wanted them to do it.
Oh, lovely.
But I did have to get my ex-boyfriend, who was at Mr. Young's, to come over and just go, yeah, you're doing the right thing.
Brilliant. Now you can see these portholes here, they've got a metal door, and there. Now this is on the fire alarm, so if the fire alarm goes off, they automatically close. Well, this is true, like you say, modern technology, cotton buds and Mr. Muscle are always there. Absolutely.
That's it.
Oh, lovely. Should we go back up to the foyer?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Scotty again. Why? Oh.
And now we're coming back up from 3 and 4 back to the street level, which is the foyer and Plaza 2. Now Sarah, on your special evenings you must have seen a lot of celebrities in this cinema.
Yes, we've had royals through to directors.
Really?
Through to a lot of stress PR people.
Yes.
Through to a lot of stress writers, to all kinds of celebrities, to TV, film, everywhere, you name it.
And you find it exciting?
Find it exciting, a buzz to see them, but it's not like, oh my god, they're a celebrity. I mean, I've sort of over that phase of things. I mean, I'm used to it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to meet Stanley Kubrick, but you know,
I know.
I'd have to go back.
Yeah, go back. Well,
back in time.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, we did all the premieres of the Empire and actually shot Steven Spielberg's hand one day, and that was there's nothing after that.
Yeah.
You know, but you like you say, you know, everybody's manic because they're only interested in their little bit of it, and you know, it can be a nightmare at times.
Yeah.
But you have to be nice to them all because that's your job and that's being professional.
Exactly. So yeah, it's been a fantastic time working here, and we'll miss it, but we'll remember always the good times and the bad times.
Yeah.
Plaza will always be the part of my life.
Oh. I'm actually kneeling on the floor here by the kiosk. Now these lights here, these have been in, they were guaranteed 25 years, and these were put in when the cinema was converted to a twin. There's been 1 or 2 gone out, but they're really expensive. But you probably can see they're like little dots, but they were guaranteed almost a lifetime. Thank you so much. It's lovely to see you.
It's nice to see you again, Fred.
Bob and I's worked with each other for a long time, and then I went my way, and it's lovely to see Barbara again, although I have seen Barbara, you know, over the period. But it's been nice to come in, see you in the Plaza, and sadly now we know the Plaza is going.
Yes.
And to actually have one last full look around, and thank you for allowing us to do that, Barbara.
It's a pleasure, Fred.
It's been really nice.
It's
and,
nice to see you again.
Yeah, and pebbles. Now we've got a nice surprise here, well, a nice surprise for me. We've just thanked Barbara and Sarah for showing us around the cinema. Now we've got an old friend of ours, Martin Lamb, has just walked into the building. Now Martin, we've just been filming all about the Plaza. Now you can remember this as a single screen, can't you? And And tell us something, the nice days when it was a major showcase theatre.
I can remember that here, they had a film on here in 1966 with Dirk Bogarde, and it was Julie Christie's first film that she won an Oscar for. It was black and white widescreen, and it was Darling, and it broke every box office record in this building that ever been held in this building. The movie was transferred over to the classic Windmill, the old Windmill Theatre. Another film they had here that broke all box office records was The Carpetbaggers. Harlow didn't do so well. George Peppard and Carol Baker. I can also remember the staircase leading up to the circle. They had an upper circle here as well. The box rate was on a 90-degree rate. The projectors were like that, and they were bolted to the front wall.
Wow.
And I can also remember that the chandeliers, the house lights, would come down. They were on motors and cables, and they'd come down. And then when the interval was over, the house lights, the chandeliers would all go back up again, and the movie would start. That I can remember very well.
Wow.
This was a key theatre.
Yes. And they had VistaVision here, didn't they?
Originally, this was the only theatre in the United Kingdom with true VistaVision that was done for Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments. Rank copied VistaVision, but it wasn't true VistaVision.
Oh.
The only theatre equipped in the UK, once again, was the Plaza, Regent Street.
Because this was a Paramount Theatre, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, very much so.
I mean, this used to take more money than the Empire at times, didn't it? You know, being
yeah,
the
it
sister
was a
cinema.
showcase theatre.
Yeah, where the Empire sometimes kept films on political reasons.
Yeah, and don't forget, Eros was in a different place, and this end of Piccadilly was always very, very busy.
Right. Do you remember the outside of the building? We've been up on the roof and seen a dome. Do you remember seeing the dome actually lit up?
Yes, it was lit up.
And it looked really spectacular.
Yeah, it did look spectacular.
Right.
In fact, I saw a film some time ago, I can't remember the name of the film, where a red bus went by the Plaza in the 70s. It was a Mae West film that was filmed in the UK. I can't remember the name of it. It was the last film she ever made. And you saw the Plaza in the 60s. It looked a wonderful place even then.
Because you came to London in the 60s, didn't
1962.
you? That must have been fantastic. I mean, it was just starting to swing and theatrical, all the cinemas that were open.
The Empire and the Odeon were as they were. I can remember, I never went in the Empire, but I can remember the Empire closing for its conversion. And I did see the Odeon as it was, before it was given the Zing treatment and ruined by the Rank organisation. And they admitted they ruined it. You know. I can also remember the Odeon St Martin's Lane opening.
Oh yes.
And they had a floating screen,
That's
no
right.
masking.
Yeah.
And the opening movie was Thoroughly Modern Millie, and Sir John Davis, chairman of the Rank organisation, walked in, and he went bonkers because there were no tabs and no masking. And people were sacked over that.
Wow. But coming back to Plaza, you came in here when it was a single screen.
Yeah, single screen.
And was it still like the decoration when it was used to be a theatre?
It was all gilted, yeah.
So they still had the stage on and proscenium?
Everything, yeah. Nothing was touched. Nothing was touched.
Wow.
They had an awful lot of projectionists here. I don't know why, but they were continuously advertising for projectionists. I don't think it wasn't the fact they couldn't keep anybody. I think there was so much work on here, quite frankly.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I've heard stories that it may not be because they can't keep them. I don't know. I don't know who the chief was in that day, but I mean, chief in those days ruled.
Oh
didn't
yeah,
they?
very much so.
You know.
But I only ever came up in the box once to look round, and I was brought up there. And I can always remember, as I said, the projectors were like that.
Wow.
90-degree rate.
Amazing.
Yeah, but this place took big money.
Of course.
Big.
Yes.
It was a key theatre.
And even when it was twinned in the 70s, it was the most expensive twin at that time.
Yeah.